This is Tara Humphreys with the American Red Cross, and I'm on Seymour Johnson Air Force Base with Josh Kane, Regional Director of Services to Armed Forces. We're here to celebrate the opening of a new office in the 916th Air Refueling Wing offices. Josh, why is this important that we have a presence here?
Well, it's been a long time coming. You look at the military and you look at sometimes there are a lot of obstacles in the way of getting to resources. One of the biggest positives about having an office on Seymour Johnson is that military personnel, airmen, their families on Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, we are right around the corner. We are on base now. There's not an obstacle of having to go off post. Because anybody who's ever served in the military knows that it's night and day when you're on post and when you're off post, and when you're dealing with people who work on base and when you're dealing with people who don't work on base. So we are the American Red Cross. We're here to serve the military, and that means that in this case we're going to do what we need to do to be able to serve them at the best possible way. And that meant getting a little bit closer. That meant coming on base where they can be right around the corner. And of course, it's a great partnership with the 916th that they're hosting our office, so we can serve the entire base through our Service to Armed Forces mission.
And tell me, what are those services?
So we have a number of different core services that go from everything from emergency services, which include emergency communication messages. Many people in the military have a personal story about how they were away from their families, which is common with the military, and an emergency happened, and they called the American Red Cross at our 24/7 line, and the American Red Cross got them, whether it was financial assistance or whether it was getting them home and getting emergency leave because someone was sick or someone had passed away, or sometimes it's the positive news that the little baby's been born, and we get to share that message as well. So we're getting that message out there. We also do family resiliency training. The stress that deployments put on military families is significant. And the stress that the airmen are feeling is something that 40 years ago we didn't have a name for, but it's called PTSD now. So they come back. They're trying to they're trying to cope with all the different things they went through the deployment. They're trying to reconnect with their families, and there are challenges to that. Siblings take on different roles. Spouses take on the role of both parents. All kinds of challenges like that. We have a couple different workshops that are set up to provide a resource to help reconnect them and help talk about and work through some of those obstacles. And the military is deploying at an incredible pace nowadays. In the Air Force, they have shorter deployments than the Army, but there seem to be more often where they're going to war zones. So we have that service as well. We do information referral. So if you have a need that the American Red Cross doesn't have a program to meet, we're not going to say, sorry, we can't help you. Information referral is a big part of what we do.
Something in the community.
Right. We partner with everyone who wants to partner to meet the needs of the military. So we will do the legwork and make sure we connect your need with a resource in the community, wherever that might be. So we do a lot of different things, and again, we sort of have a catch-all as well. If it doesn't fall under some of the things we specifically do, we're here to meet the needs of the military and their families, so we're serious about that. We have briefings called Get to Know Us Before You Need Us. We'll come out and take 10 minutes, 5 minutes, just to talk about what the Red Cross does so that you have the information, and you have, they say knowledge is power. You have that knowledge before you're in the middle of the incident where you need to call the Red Cross.
It's fabulous that this office is here now.
Mm-hmm.
It will be open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 1.
Right. We're going to be open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 1. So it's going to be through the lunch hours so people can reach us. And of course, I want to make the point that we are open during those hours, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 1 here on Seymour Johnson. But we also have an office right off post where you can call if you happen to have a need during the off hours on George Street, 600 North George Street in Goldsboro. So we work together. We're one team. So those are our office hours. I will say the important thing to note is that this office is going to be led by volunteers. It's going to be manned by volunteers. The Red Cross cannot do what it does without volunteers. We have approximately nationwide about 20,000 paid staff and over 500,000 volunteers. So when we say we're volunteer-led, It's the truth of the matter. So we have volunteers who have stepped up, and I want to encourage anybody who's listening to us now,
Very important.
please consider giving some of your time to the American Red Cross, because I personally feel there's no greater calling or worthy cause than taking some time out to support the military and their families. So you come away with an incredibly enriched experience, and you come away feeling like you're the benefit of something, even though you're supposed to be serving them. So it's a great experience.
And this is another service offered by your American Red Cross right here in Goldsboro, North Carolina on Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. If you'd like to learn more about what the American Red Cross does, you can go to redcross.org.